Cassie says the incidents occurred throughout her 10-year relationship with Combs. Her suit was filed under a law that allows alleged sexual offense victims to file past the statute of limitations. Cassie says she wanted to speak out before that law expires next week. Mr. Combs has denied all the allegations. For more, let's bring in entertainment attorney Dante Mills. So, Dante, thanks for being with us. Cassie has signed with that label when she was just 19, and Sean Combs was 37. What's alleged to have happened after that?
Thank you for having me, Catherine. So in this lawsuit, I just wanted to be clear. This is a civil lawsuit. This is not a criminal lawsuit. There's no chance here as we stand for Sean Combs to go to jail. It's a civil lawsuit about money. And the claim is that during their relationship, he was physically abusive, that he required or demanded that she perform certain sexual acts with other people while he was there.
Cassie has just detonated the legal bomb of the year, and the courtroom has descended into complete chaos. The shockwaves from her explosive new evidence have left everyone in disbelief. Inside sources are describing an atmosphere of utter shock, as both Cassie's legal team and Diddy's defense scramble to deal with the unexpected twist. The evidence, which had been kept under wraps until today, has the potential to flip the entire case upside down. The shock is palpable, and Diddy, once known for his ironclad composure, was visibly shaken when the evidence was unveiled. The mogul...
Go to the police at that point or anything?
No, we didn't know what to do at that point because, you know, Puffy is a very powerful person and we were quite terrified. So I just, brought her to my house, and my friend, who is a doctor, I called her, and thank God she was in town because we didn't know what to do. And she treated her for, just to make sure she didn't have a concussion or anything like that. But it was really it was painful to see Cassie like that because she's such a beautiful human being, and for a man to just hurt any sort of woman or child or animal, it doesn't matter, but Cass is a good friend of mine, and I just felt, I just didn't know what to do. I felt like, I don't even know how to describe how I felt that night.
Who had walked into the courtroom with his usual swagger, could no longer hide his anxiety as the weight of the situation sank in. Diddy's confidence, once unwavering, was nowhere to be seen. This bombshell revelation marks a dramatic shift in a case that had already been full of surprises. Cassie, who had been at the center of a storm of allegations against Diddy for months, is now bringing out what legal experts are calling game-changing evidence. The court...
Count 3 actually alleges sex trafficking involving 3 female victims in addition to the male escorts. So I believe there's a great disparity in the characterization of the case just within the motion they're filing and the indictment as it's filed. Now, it is true that the Manhack does have a racial history. It was used many years ago to target African Americans who were engaging in what might be called immoral conduct, according to the Times. But that statute was amended several times. It removed the immoral purposes, and it removed some other language, and now restricts application of the statute to conduct involving sex trafficking and transportation related to criminal conduct. So the only way the statute can be charged now is if it's alleged that somebody committed a crime. And again, I think the indictment alleges more conduct than what is addressed.
Tension is so thick you could cut it with a knife. The evidence, still mostly under wraps, reportedly includes never-before-seen messages, financial documents, and possibly even recorded conversations that could expose Diddy's alleged misdeeds. And if these reports are true, it could be enough to bring Diddy's empire crashing down. Cassie's legal battle against the music mogul is about more than just money. It's about her fight for justice and the truth. The singer claims the incident started years ago and continued throughout their 10-year relationship. The lawsuit was filed under a special law in New York, which allows victims of sexual offenses to bring forward claims even after the statute of limitations has expired. Cassie had to act fast, as the law expires next week, and she wanted to ensure she had a chance to be heard. Diddy, on the other hand, has denied all of the allegations, calling them false and unfounded. But with the new evidence presented, the tables may have turned dramatically.
For that long, sometimes things build up, where you go in and you're being wined and dined and everything is good, and gradually things get worse. So if I'm on her team as her attorney, I'm making it clear that that's what happened here, that the relationship started out good, but gradually it got worse and worse to the point that she was caught in this vicious cycle. She was caught under his thumb and almost didn't even realize it until she got out of there and some years went by, and then she began to process and heal and say, I went through things that I did not agree with and that should not have happened to me. That's what her side would be saying. If I'm on Sean Combs' side, I'm saying that none of this came
in Cassie's favor. As the new evidence was revealed in court, the atmosphere shifted from disbelief to shock. Diddy's legal team was caught off guard, seen frantically flipping through documents and whispering in hushed tones, clearly unprepared for this bombshell. Cassie's attorneys, on the other hand, stood firm. Their confidence in their evidence was clear, and their strategy is starting to pay off. The courtroom erupted as Cassie's legal team revealed the shocking proof. Diddy's lawyers, visibly rattled, were left scrambling to find any way to discredit the claims. The moment felt like a checkmate move, and many legal experts believe it could be the turning point in the case. But there's more to the story. The question that has plagued Cassie's case from the start is why she stayed in the relationship for so long. It's a valid question, and one that's been posed by critics of the lawsuit. But Cassie's legal team is prepared to answer it. According to Cassie's attorneys, the relationship started out good, but over time, it became toxic. The slow progression from love to control left Cassie feeling trapped, and it wasn't until years later that she began to realize the extent of what had been happening.
I was in the hotel room when Puff came in, and I had no idea Cassie left. And when I woke up, I just saw his presence come into the room. They went into the bedroom and shut the door, and all I could hear is screaming and yelling and whatever was going on in there, I don't know. But all I could think of was to grab Cassie's things and start packing it up and just getting her out to safety and bringing her to my house. So that's kind of like what transpired from that night. And once she came out of the room, she was badly, beaten.
Oh my God. What did her physical appearance look like?
I mean, it was knots on her head, black eye.
But with this new evidence on the table, their strategy